Hello and welcome to Todd versus
BBD.
Today we're going to be playing Legacy in
Yep.
preparation for Grand Prix New Jersey, and I got a couple more brainstorm decks for you, but that's kind of the name of the game. At least they're not two Treasure Cruise decks. That's all I got to say.
Just one.
Just one Treasure Cruise deck. So today I'm going to be playing Deathblade. It's a Stoneforge Mystic Deathrite Shaman based mid-range deck that uses Disruption, Swords of Plowshares, and a bunch of card draw, as well as like a Singleton Batterskull. My main threat, I guess, for my equipment is going to be Lingering Souls. I think that card's pretty good right now. In a pinch, you can always use it to fuel Treasure Cruise, since it does go to the graveyard, but you don't really want to do that, so you got to be a little careful when you're delving. But what are you playing today, Brian?
I am playing Ad Nauseam Tendrils, which is a Storm deck that is pretty much just a blue-black Storm deck. There's a couple different ones, and this is the slower but more resilient of the two, generally speaking.
Sure. So basically today, my removal spells are not going to do much of anything. Maybe after board, Brian, the Storm deck sometimes bring in things like Xanadu Swarm, Dark Confidant, Young Pyromancer, just depending on the flavor of the deck. But for the most part, I'm just going to be trying to use like counter spells to disrupt Brian, Thoughtseize, and Force of Will, while he's going to be using discard effects like Duress and Cabal Therapy to make sure he can force through his combo.
Yep.
The Storm deck is a big mana deck, uses Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Lotus Petal, Lion's Eye Diamond, dumps its hand so that it can use Infernal Tutor once it empties its hand, goes and gets either Ad Nauseam to draw a bunch of cards, Pass in Flames to do the whole thing over again, or Tendrils of Agony finally to finish the job.
Yeah, if I have enough Storm, I can just get the Tendrils. If not, I'm going to probably get Past in Flames. This is the most common one to get.
Yep.
Flashback all the cards in my graveyard, then flashback the Tutor again to get the Tendrils to kill. Or sometimes if I've been stripped against matchups like this where there's a lot of discard, I'm probably going to get Ad Nauseam pretty early.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, that's all for the intro. Let's get to the match. All right. Well, Todd here starting off the game, and my hand is not great for this matchup, but it's okay, I guess. In the dark, in a game one, I would definitely keep this, especially on the play, since we have Deathrite and Stoneforge. But yeah, hopefully we draw a few good cards, and it all goes well.
All right. Well, my hand is pretty mediocre, to say the least. But I'm not sure I want to discard this hand to get a new one, so I'm going to go ahead and keep.
All right. I'm going to lead here with Underground Sea into Deathrite Shaman.
Sure.
I'm at 19. Sure, go.
I am going to lead with fetching for a Badlands and casting a Duress.
Badlands, he says.
Badlands. I hope there's a Badlands in this deck.
You
actually,
hope?
I don't think there is one, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
This isn't my list. Yeah, I don't see a Badlands. Swamp. Swamp it is.
All right. Do you want Jite or one of two Force of Wills?
Now
that Jite can gain me a lot of life. Got to watch out for that one.
That's true. Let's go ahead and take one of two Force of Wills.
Seems reasonable.
All right, you're up.
All right. Untap. Draw. All right. Well, we're not going to be using that mana, and we don't necessarily want to crack this fetch land right now in case we draw Brainstorm. And we drew this for the turn. I'll go ahead and pick this up at Jite, Force, Delta, Stoneforge. So I think we just want, since we are a Treasure Cruise deck, we just want to fill up our graveyard. I'm going to go get a Tundra, Stoneforge, a Batterskull, and attack for one.
All right, 18.
Yep. 18 all, and I'm going to go get Batterskull.
Draw. Okay, that could be a good draw.
Uh-oh.
At some point in time.
Where are you at, Batterskull?
I am going to start with a... Let's go with the Ponder, I guess.
Sure.
Alright, well, I definitely want this card. I definitely want to keep this Ponder, and I want to draw them in... I think this order, and I want to actually just cast this too, I think, this turn to protect from discard. So we'll draw like this, and then I'm going to Duress.
Okay. Force, Batterskull, Jite.
Alright, let's go ahead and take the Batterskull.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast a Lion's Eye Diamond and
Sure.
pass the turn.
Alright, draw.
Yep.
Alright, It's a little awkward. Just going to go ahead and cast a GTA and attack for 1.
Sure. 17.
Your go.
Alright, draw.
Well, that was silly. I'm just going to put 2 counters on this. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to eat your land. That was just dumb. I was going to try to keep your graveyard low and deal you extra damage, but this is just way better. So, 18 to 17.
I'm at 17 and you're at 18?
Yeah, just fetch twice.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. Alright, so I think that I'm going to start things off with a brainstorm.
Go.
1, 2, 3. Alright, well that wasn't exactly what I was looking for. So, I think I'm going to put these 2 there. I'll preordain.
Sure.
And we're going to bottom both of those because we don't want to draw those cards. And we'll take the random card that we get. And then I'm going to duress. Take force.
Yep.
Your turn.
Alrighty. You have 3 cards in hand?
I do.
That wasn't a bad draw. I'm going to brainstorm.
Sure.
Draw 3. Put these 2 back. Ponder, look at top 3, shuffle. Okay. Draw off the ponder. I will treasure cruise.
It's pretty good.
Yep. Draws 3. I'll play this and hold up the Deathray Shaman, and I'll attack. And so here's the thing. Brian can... So he's a little low on cards, so if he draws Infernal Tutor, he's probably going to want to get Past in Flames. But the problem with that is if he Infernal Tutors for Past in Flames, I can actually just eat the Infernal Tutor so that he can't re-combo that turn. So I think what I want to do is actually put pressure on his life total as opposed to just gaining a ton of life. That way, if he's forced to get ad nauseum, he gets less potential cards off of it. So I'm just going to hit you for 5.
Okay, so I go to 12.
Sure, go.
Alright, draw. That wasn't great. Start with preordain.
Sure.
Alright, well... We definitely don't want this. I don't think we have time to do anything with that. We might want this card. I was really looking for like a Dark Ritual. Would have been the best card. But we may have to just settle for this instead. So I'm actually going to keep this, and I think we have to try to ad nauseum, which is not where I want to be. But if I go for Past in Flames, I don't have any rituals, so I can't really do anything.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna keep this, draw this from the preordain, cast Lion's Eye Diamond.
Sure.
Play a land, and now I will go ahead and I'm gonna cast Infernal Tutor and hold priority, and crack for let's see, what do I want to crack for? I think just 6 black. Discard another Infernal Tutor. So I would have 6 black in my pool.
Okay.
Alright. And I will get... Nauseam. And I know we're at 12, but we're effectively only at 10 life because you can use Death Right. So I have to respect that. I should also keep track of how many spells I've cast this turn. I cast Preordain, Lion's Eye, and Infernal Tutor.
Yep.
So I've cast 3 spells. And he's at 18, but he can gain... is that Scrubland?
Yeah, I can gain 4 life.
Yeah, so he can go to 22, so I have to storm to 11. He also could have potentially have Swords to Plowshare, so I probably have to storm higher than 11. Probably have to do 12. All right.
Well, you're casting the ad nauseam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you go to 1 floating.
Yeah. Cast the ad nauseam with 1 floating. Sorry.
Okay. So basically, if I spell pierce now, I know I was giving it away or whatever. Oh wait, no, there's no land in the graveyard. I can't spell pierce. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it resolves.
Okay, so I have a single black floating.
Yeah.
All right. Take 1.
Yeah, so this is 4 spells. So you're 11,
0, 1, 10,
9,
9,
7.
So now I'm actually in a good shape here. I have to find another. I'm at the point where what I really need to find is another copy of Infernal Tutor. So that's what I'm digging for at this point. What am I at? I'm at 7 right now?
Yep.
6. 5. 4. So now I have to be careful because if I hit another Infernal Tutor, he can just drain me out with Deathrite Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if this is enough to win though, because I kind of need something like a Brainstorm or something to dig. So maybe I need to go. I'm gonna go 1 more. Let's see what we get. All right, we're dead.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can't win with just this.
Yeah,
like since you only have 1 mana, you would have to either crack a Lotus Petal. Since it's black, you'd have to either crack a Lotus Petal or this.
I mean, I can win from this, but I have to get there off of Ponders and stuff.
Yeah, but you have to crack this or.
Oh yeah, to let you spell pierce. Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
All right. Yeah, this hand's definitely a keep. We're missing some pieces, but that's pretty much what's going to be most of the time. So.
Yep. My hand's pretty reasonable in this matchup. Yep, we're good.
Okay. Duress.
All right, Cruise, Ponder, Force.
Man, that's kind of brutal. Let's go ahead and take the. I almost want to take the Cruise, but I'm gonna take the Force.
Okay.
Go.
All right. Well. Oh man. There's a potential that we just die next turn, but I think we still want to ponder. We need to get to a point where we have access to 2 blue mana, or can start casting multiple spells in 1 turn, maybe. Maybe it's okay to wait. So we drew that. I'm just gonna ponder.
Okay.
All right, we drew this, so that's pretty good. We don't really want this Deathrite Shaman, so we're gonna shuffle that away next turn. Here we go.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Cabal Therapy you. I'm going to go ahead and name. So it's either Ponder or Cruise. I'm going to name the Ponder. I'm going to name Ponder.
Okay, drew Force Pierce.
Jeez.
Yeah,
right.
That went bad.
Brainstorm.
Sure.
I'm doing this now so that I can play around his Spell Pierce. And we'll put him back like this and cast Lotus Petal. Go.
Alright, so the Spell Pierce is going to have diminishing returns over the next few turns, and I don't think I'm actually going to be able to do anything with it except just pitch it to Force of Will. So instead of just sitting on my heels and holding up Spell Pierce Force, we're going to just go ahead and fetch Stoneforge for Batter Skull and try to put some pressure on Brian. So if we wait too long, we're going to get overwhelmed. Get Batter Skull, and sure go. I'm at 19.
Okay, draw. I'll pay 2 life and get Taxian Probe.
Alright, you should know everything because I drew the Flintstone, but I'll turn it up.
So you have a Skull, and what was the land? Scrub land?
Yeah, same land from earlier.
Okay. Draw from that.
Yep. Just hoping he doesn't have a 3rd discard spell for the Force.
I will Brainstorm.
You have 3 cards in hand?
Yep.
It's probably super greedy to force this, but if we do force it, we can Treasure Cruise next turn and maybe draw into some more disruption. And he could dig for a way to just make us discard the force, just sculpt his hand. I think I wait. I think I just, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Because if he already has it, then he could just be like baiting out the force. So.
Alright, well, I'm going to put this back for sure. And I think that I put this back as well. I don't think I need this card anymore because I have this. So I'll go ahead and put those 2 back. And I'm going to fetch.
Alright, 19.
17.
So
I probes. And let's get a... I guess another Underground Sea. Yes, Force Cruise.
Scrub,
Pierce.
Better Skull,
Yeah.
Pierce.
And I'll pay mana for Gataxian Probe. Go.
Alright. I will say go.
Alright. Draw. I'll pass turn.
Alright. I'll lead with Brainstorm.
Sure.
Back. Plow on a dead card. Put this back.
Yep.
Gonna beat you down with the dizzle.
You can beat me down with myself?
Yeah.
It's effed up.
Alright, play land, attack you for 5, gain 4. So
23-12.
and go ahead and fetch. I don't think I need the Tropical Islands.
And those
22,
draw steps of 4 Spell Pierce were brutal.
Yeah, not bad. I'll cruise it up.
You have to pay 2.
Maybe I'll Brainstorm first. No. Alright, pay 2 to cruise.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Fortunately, I already played a land this turn. I'll just say go.
Go.
Draw. Wasteland your Volcanic. 5.
7 to 26.
And I guess I'll go ahead and play this Lingering Souls to present lethal next turn. Oh no, I got it. We'll just use CVMs for now. Here we go.
So I'm at 7 right now?
Yep.
Probe.
You going to 5?
Yep.
Alright, Wasteland Plow and 3. Oh, I don't know if you knew about the Brainstorm.
Sure.
I will Spell Pierce it.
I'll pay.
Alright, results.
Okay.
So you have 3 floating, 2 spells been cast this turn.
Ritual.
So it puts you to 1 floating.
Yep.
So if his last cards are Dark Ritual, LED, 1, 3, it's only 6, so he can't even do anything, I don't think, so. Oh man, this is tough. Okay, let me figure this out. So if your last 4 cards contain Dark Ritual, Lion's Eye Diamond, Infernal Tutor, you can make 6 mana, pass in flames, recombo me. So if I let you go up to, so you have 1 floating, so you'd go up to 6. Yeah, that resolves. So you have 6 black.
Alright, I have 6 black.
And 3 spells of been cast.
Yep. I will cast Lion's Eye.
Alright, now if he has a second Lion's Eye. No, it's fine. Okay. That's 4 spells.
Yep. Alright, let's go down to 4. Oh, let's see.
I probably should have countered the Dark Ritual, or the Cabal Ritual. The odds of you having another Dark Ritual and that and the Infernal Tutor were not very high. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Also, probably should not have spell pierced the Dark Ritual. But,
I will cast Lotus Petal.
Yep.
Alright. Alright. I can't win, so.
Okay, yeah, I mean I wasn't countering anything except Infernal Tutor.
Yeah,
or passive
if you
points,
countered
so.
the if you countered any of the rituals, I would have won.
Yep.
So.
Cool. So I'm bringing a bunch of cards, but so I'll let you go first since yours seems quick.
Yep. So I'm bringing in Massacre because these decks usually have Meddling Mage. It's the only card I really care about massacring. So yeah, I'm gonna bring in Massacre for that, and I have to cut a couple of cards. And a lot of times in matchups that are grindy, that are gonna go really long, I like to cut a few Lotus Petals because I usually don't really need the mana from it. Lotus Petal's much better in like fast matchups where I need to win on turn 1 or 2.
Yep. On my side, as I said earlier, the Swords of Plowshares are usually pretty bad, but they do have some value when your opponent has things like Xanad Swarm or Dark Confidant. But as far as I'm concerned, if I win game 1, I almost always want to have no plows in my deck for game 2 until I actually see them bring those kind of creatures in.
Yeah.
You know, because I never want to have dead draws against them. I want all my cards to be live and proactive. So, yeah, we're going to be cutting Jite for a sword, cutting 2 Lingering Souls and 4 Swords of Plowshare, since Lingering Souls is pretty slow, Swords is mostly dead. For 3 Mage, 2 Thoughtseize, and another Flusterstorm. So.
And I do have Xanad Swarm on my board, but I don't like to bring it in against heavy discard decks because...
Yeah, then your deck just becomes anemic.
Yeah, like I can have Xanad Swarm and not be able to win, so...
Yeah, like the more sideboard cards you bring in, the less like dense your deck is for combo. And I see a lot of, like I play against a lot of games against Storm where they bring in Xanad Swarm against me, regardless of what I'm playing. If I'm playing a Force of Will deck, and the games usually go like 4 turns longer than normal, and I still usually win because, you know, they're having draws that are full of discard and Xanad Swarm and draw spells, and they don't really have a lot of actual combo pieces.
Yep. Alright, this hand is not the best, but it's still a keep thanks to the power of this card, so I'm going to go ahead and keep.
Yeah, mine's great.
Well, that sucks. Alright, well, let's try to disrupt that with a turn 1 Duress.
Results.
Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. So Flusterstorm, Force, and Ponder. So we're not beating any of that. I'm basically just pretty much going to take the Brainstorm here because like he has so much disruption anyway. The game's going to go very long as it is. So better to just keep him from having a better draw. So.
Sure. I'll leave it face up for a minute.
Sure.
All right, I will Delta fetch Underground Ponder.
Okay.
This might be a little dangerous, not holding up for Force Flusterstorm, but I really want to dig for like a Treasure Cruise or some way to actually put pressure on Brian with like Stoneforge into a sort of Feast and Famine or something. All right, top 3. 3 lands. Get out of here.
Don't want 3 lands?
Well, one was a Wasteland, so it's not terrible. But I don't want to draw any of the other 2. So, drop. Alright, here we go.
Alright, I'm going to start with a Brainstorm.
Results.
1, 2, 3. Well, that wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I think I can get rid of this because we have this. And then I can get rid of this because this is just a bad card in your hand. So, generally speaking. And then I'm going to fetch for a Volcanic and cast a Sensei's Divining Top.
Okay.
You're up.
Sensei's actually pretty good against my deck. When the games are going super long, Brian just gets to sculpt his draws for multiple turns. We will start with Thoughtseize. I will take Brainstorm.
Okay.
Similar reasons to why he took Brainstorm earlier. Right, so 2 ponders and a ritual, and it's your go. And I am at no, I'm at 16 from the Thoughtseize. 16 to 18. Cut.
All right. So let's see. You have 3 cards in hand. I know.
You shouldn't. No, I have 4 cards, and you know 3 of them. You know these 3.
Yep. All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and upkeep Sensei's Top.
Sure.
All right. Well, this is a card we definitely have to draw. So let's go ahead and draw this, and then I'm going to ponder. All right. And none of these cards do anything, so I'll shuffle.
Okay. Alright, now we desperately want to draw Ponder, Brainstorm, Treasure Cruise. Brian can still draw a land, or if he hasn't already drawn a land, in top / cast another Ponder, so can't get too far ahead of ourselves, but...
Go.
Alright. Okay, Deathrite, go.
So you have 3 cards?
Yeah, you know 2.
Yeah. I will top in my upkeep again.
Yep.
These are pretty good, I think. So at least I want this one at the very least. So I'll draw. And I'll ponder.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright. I think I shuffle. I probably want another one of these. So I'll keep. And play a land, say go.
Okay, exile your Brainstorm.
Okay.
Shoot 16 all.
Yep.
Alright, go.
An Eternal Fetch. 15.
Yep.
And I'm going to activate top.
Yep.
Alright, and we're looking for, let's see, that's a good one. None of the rest of these are that great, though. But I guess we'll draw them, like, this order. And Gitaxian Probe.
Batterskull is the unknown.
Okay.
So we could have cast the Batterskull, but
Draw.
I'd much rather hold up to be able to hard cast Force and cast Flusterstorm. But
Here I'll Cabal Therapy you.
alright, well he cast a Probe in Therapy, so I can just go ahead and cast the Flusterstorm for 3.
Okay. It is countered. At this point, I think I just passed the turn.
Alright, I will go ahead and end of turn get black-white Scrubland, and I'll exile your Therapy and your Gitaxian Probe. And that'll put you to 11.
Yep.
Alright, and I'm at 15. Draw for turn. Alright, your go.
I will top and return. Okay.
Like we're gonna get massacred here, but I don't know.
Draw. Alright, I think I have to start doing stuff this turn, so Dark Ritual.
Okay.
Alright, 3 black in my pool.
Yep, 1 spell.
And Cabal Therapy. You have 2 cards in? Yeah, Force of Will. So down to 2 black.
2 spells.
2 spells. Yep. I guess now I will. I might be wrong. I'll brainstorm.
Okay, 3 spells.
Yep.
2 black floating.
Oh, that was a good draw. So I'm gonna put 2 back. I want to keep. Oh man, that actually kind of messes things up a bit.
Remember, you can always draw one of them.
It's true. I can always draw one of them. All right, I want to keep these 3. So I have 2 black in my pool. So let's put these back like this. And cast Massacre.
Okay, I'll excel your Therapy and Dark Ritual.
Okay.
You go to 7.
Yep. So that's 4 spells.
Yep.
Lion's Eyes 5.
Yep.
All right. Now I don't actually have the kill here, so we'll draw a card with Sensei's top.
Okay.
Use the both black and then cast Cabal Ritual. So now I go up to 5 black.
Yep.
And I have 5 black. I'm gonna just hard cast Past in Flames. So I go down to 2 black left in my pool.
Yep.
I'm gonna crack LED for blue.
Okay.
So I have 3 blue. I'll go ahead and ponder.
Okay. So you go to 2 blue and 2 black floating.
Yep.
And this is spell 6, I believe, maybe 7.
Yep.
I don't know if it's entirely relevant. All you need is like 1 or 2 more to kill me. I'm assuming you're gonna cast them.
I'll have to find them. Alright, I think I want to keep this. Alright, I guess we'll keep these.
Exile.
It doesn't get exiled.
From Past in Flames?
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, sorry. I thought that was one I cast from my hand. Sorry.
No.
Let's go ahead and I gotta decide the order here. I think Ponder again.
Okay, so you go to 1.
Yep.
And 7 spells, so we'll stop tracking
I'll
stuff.
shuffle.
So 1 blue, 2 black. Ponder, shuffle, resolving. Storm is lethal. If you just randomly raw draw the tendrils, you can Cabal Ritual into it.
Okay. Flashback a Brainstorm.
Yep.
So that's all my blue. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Put these 2 back. Play a land. Play a Dark Ritual. So that puts me up to 4. Flashback Cabal Ritual. So that puts me up to 7. Infernal Tutor.
Yep.
Get Tendrils, yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Cool. Alright, this one is a little greedy. I'm going to keep it. I got Ponder. It's fine.
Okay. This one is pretty solid, so I'll keep.
Alright, Delta into Ponder, and let's take a gander. You're not a ground seat. Hopefully it's just 3 very good cards.
One thing I want to say about last game is sometimes naturally drawing Past in Flames can be very good, as we saw in that game. So it's not always an Infernal Tutor target. Sometimes it's great to just draw.
Alright, Ponder's not bad. And I'll say go.
Alright, draw. Alright, let's get a look-see at what's going on. I'm at 18.
Well, let's hope I don't get Cabal Therapied.
Alright, so Deathrite, 2 Crews.
Tundra, Strand, Strand.
Tundra to Strand. Alright, so draw from that.
Don't do it. Don't kill me on turn 1, and don't Cabal Therapy me.
Alright, I'm gonna Cabal Therapy you. Treasure Cruise. Go.
Rats. Brainstorm.
Sure.
That was pretty good. I'm gonna put back one of these terrible lands and one of these other terrible lands. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Deathrite and get this dude on the board and hope we don't die next turn.
Seems unlikely, but I guess I could draw some good stuff.
Yep.
Done?
I guess I just want to keep getting underground. See. Yeah, go.
Alright, draw. Oh, that's step 1. I will get a...
I knew I should never keep a hand with 2 Treasure Cruises.
I'm going to fetch down to 17, getting a Volcanic.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a Brainstorm.
Okay. I knew he drew Brainstorm when he said that step 1. Just 100%. Brainstorm is the most frightening card when a Storm player has like 6 cards in hand.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, it wasn't very good. So I've already played a land this turn, so I'm going to put them back like this because I want to protect this card. And I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to put them back like this.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Lion's Eye Diamond.
Okay.
Go.
Go.
Okay, draw. Right. How do I want to order this here? I'll get Taxine Probe first.
You're not going to like this.
Just a bunch of counter spells?
Yep.
2 Pierces and a Storm. Alright. You're right, I don't like that.
Yeah, that was a good Brainstorm.
Alright.
It's a good Brainstorm.
2 Pierces and a Flusterstorm. Alright, we got our work cut out for us.
At least you're not on a significant clock.
Ponder.
I'll pierce it.
Sure. Fetch.
Okay.
14. Putting myself to an even life total is not where I want to be, though.
That just means you can fetch one more time.
That's true. I'm going to ponder again.
Probably going to pierce it again, I think. I don't even know. Yeah, pierce it again.
Okay. Go.
Alright, Scrubland, exile a Gataxian Probe.
So are you at 17?
17, I think. 3, yeah.
And I go to 12.
3 fetches. Scrub-a-dub-dub. 17, 12. Yeah, how many cards in hand? A billion?
3.
Alright, Treasure Cruise. Thought sees you. We will take... Huh. So if I take Brainstorm, next turn he can tutor a Flusterstorm, he cracks, he can pay Dark Ritual, so he can make 3, 6, 9. So he can... Let's see. Let me see if I can actually... Yeah, I'll just take tutor, whatever. Alright, 15, here we go.
Brainstorm.
Yep.
I want to keep it like this.
Come on, Treasure Cruise. I want to go on a boat ride.
And I think I have to just fire this just at this point in time, just to give myself time. So I'll play a land and see. Brainstorm's the only spell cast this turn, right?
Yep.
I'll Massacre.
So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll exile your Infernal Tutor. Alright, so 10 to 15.
Yep.
Alright, and you have 2 guards or 1?
I have 1.
Okay.
Go.
Treasure Cruise! Yeah! Doing it!
Thought I already got rid of this.
You did. Got a couple more in the deck.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Alright. Meddling Mage, I'll name Infernal Tutor.
Sure.
Here we go.
Go.
We're doing it! Attack.
8.
Alright, I guess I'll lead it with Ponder.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, deal. Keep it Stoneforge, go get Sword of Feast and Famine, and sure go.
Brainstorm.
2 guards?
Yep.
Okay.
You concede.
Yeah, still had all these. Treasure Cruise is gross.
Alright, this hand is kind of awkward, but I think it's a keep, so I'll keep it.
Yeah, my hand is super ugly, but I'm going to keep it. Hopefully. Yep.
Okay.
I'm not going to say words because I don't want to influence Brian's play.
Eldoros.
Damn it. Alright. Come on, Treasure Cruise!
Alright, so you have 2 Tundras, a Trop, a
Death
Flooded
Right.
Strand, and 2 Death Rights.
Yep.
Okay.
I assume you're done and I'm not
Yep.
dead. Alright. Well, worst draw possible. Alright, let's try to fill the graveyard. Or no, maybe I want to save that fetch land in case I draw another Brainstorm so I can shuffle away some of these lands. Here we go. Let it go.
Ponder.
Yep. Wish you had pondered first. Rats.
Alright, well, I do want to draw this, so
Worst draw possible.
I guess we'll keep it in the sword and draw. And then I'm just going to play a land and say go.
We are doing it!
Yep.
Well, we're not doing it that much. Put back this Batter Skull and a land. We're going to Float a Strand, fetch an Underground Sea.
So I'm at 19 and you're at 19?
Correct. We're going to cast Ponder.
Sure.
Well, I didn't want you before Batter Skull, and I certainly don't want you now. I'm going to fetch 2 bad ones. Not fetch, shuffle. Cut. Come on. Force something? Go.
Ponder. At this point in time, I think I want this card, and I'm going to want one of these 2 cards, but not all of them. So I think that I want this card more of the 2. So let's go ahead and draw this. And I'm just going to play a land and say go.
Alright, Ponder.
Yep.
These cards are pretty good. Alright, let me draw this one. Go.
Draw. I think first order of business is going to fire off this Cabal Therapy.
Okay.
Force of Will.
2 Pierce, Treasure Cruise, Philistine.
Oh, wish I had named Pierce. Alright, 2 Pierce, 1 Cruise, 1 Strand. So... I know that I don't want to draw the top card of my deck. Or maybe I do, because he has 2 Pierces. But I do need to find... I think that's actually okay. If I don't. So actually I'm just going to play this Massacre.
So, pierce it.
Fetch.
Exiling your Delta.
Okay. I'll fetch for a Volcanic and pay.
Okay, I'll pierce again.
Okay. So I don't need that other ritual on top of my deck because the Massacre is going to force out both the Pierces. So, I'm at 18. He does get to Treasure Cruise next turn though. That's it for me.
I get to do a lot more than Treasure Cruise. You're not going to be very happy about this.
All right.
I'll cast Sword of Feast and Famine. I will fetch, exile, equip. Going to 18, I think. Maybe 17. I don't know how many fetches I've done. Hit you.
Alright, well I can't discard this or I can't possibly win. So I have to discard this.
Okay, I have 2 fetches, so I'm at 18. Alright, so you discard Dark Ritual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast Treasure Cruise.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Well, that is Garbo. Go get a Batter Skull and hope I don't die.
Put it in.
Yep.
1, 2.
Here, I'm at 18, you're at 15 from the attack.
Well, I'm gonna lose if I just sit here and let's see. Maybe I can draw one of these, discard it, then draw this and try next turn. That's might be my best bet. Or I can just bottom both and try to go for it this turn, but I can't afford to get hit. So I'm going to do this and play it safe. Go.
Alright, draw. Ponder.
Yep.
Huh. Alright, we're going to be aggressive here. I will... play a land, equip to Stoneforge Mystic, attack for 3, trigger on the stack. I will eat Dark Ritual and Ponder. And you discard. So you go to 8, right?
No.
I had you for 3 last turn on 15.
15, so I go to 12 and then 8. Yeah, you're right.
12 and 8. I have no idea. I guess it's Cabal Ritual. Let me think for a second. So this is going to put me to 16. Taking Tendrils, I think, is incorrect regardless. But if the top card is Pass in Flames... 3. Just trying to figure out exactly... So I need to move the sword over in case he has Massacre on top, but I feel like he would have just Massacred last turn to kill these two. Huh. I was trying to figure out the lines. That's one of the things about playing in Storm is, like, if you've never played it with the deck before or against it, figuring out this kind of stuff is really difficult. Like, even now, like, I've played in Storm probably 40 times or whatever in sanctioned tournaments, and this is still really difficult because if I take Tendrils, the top card can be Pass in Flames. He goes, make 6 mana, Pass in Flames, Cabal Ritual. I mean, that's basically Tendrils, and that's, oh, let's see, I'm at 16. That's 1, 2, 3, maybe like 10 damage or whatever. If it's not Pass in Flames, I don't really have to worry about it. Unless it's ad nauseum. You can't do it for very much. Alright, so I think I just take Cabal Ritual. I think that's the best one.
Okay.
Alright, I'm at 16. And go.
Alright, Thoughtseize was pretty brutal. Ponder.
Yep.
Well, none of these cards win, so.
I actually messed up last turn too. I could have put Better Squad in play instead of putting it on this guy.
Cast Diamond.
Yep.
Go.
Alright, so that's 2. Okay, you said go. Alright, never mind. Untap, draw. Play lands. Attack.
Okay.
Alright, trigger on.
5.
Whoa. Guess it doesn't matter. Alright, I'll exile Cabal Ritual and Ponder. You're at 1.
Yep. And I'll discard Tendrils.
Go.
Discarded the reason I couldn't discard Tendrils before is because if he eats it with Deathrite Shaman, I can't possibly win.
Yep.
But I'm safe to discard it now because I have to win this turn or I lose.
Yep.
Alright, well that's the card I had to draw, but I still don't think I can win. But I'll give it a shot.
I have Philosopher's Storm.
Alright, yeah, I can't win then.
Okay.
Yeah, I needed to find this much earlier in the game.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
I did draw very well.
Yeah. That was really frustrating from my perspective because I was like, duress you. I would sculpt a way where I could win in like 1 or 2 turns, and then you would draw Brainstorm off the top or Treasure Cruise off the top every time. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, one important thing to note is that in the last game when I did draw Thoughtseize, I actually didn't even think about the fact that if I just if I waited until after I made him discard and Thoughtseize before I use my Deathrite Shamans, I can actually get his Tendrils out of his hand and then eat it, and then he has to be playing like the Burning Wish version to have like a kill condition left in his deck.
Yeah.
Or I've sided into like Empty the Warrens or something, but it was a line that I could have taken and I missed it. Well, I also didn't see your hand before I started doing stuff. Anyway.
Yep.
So Deathblade is still pretty decent. I'm not sure how this deck really lines up against other Treasure Cruise decks, though. I think any Treasure Cruise deck that has access to like 4+ Pyroblasts after sideboard is significantly advantaged because you're able to cast your Treasure Cruises while keeping your opponent off of theirs.
Yeah.
And usually discard spells aren't really that good against Treasure Cruise because that has to be in their hand for you to take it, and sometimes you even have to take like some other more important card at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not really sure how well Deathblade is set up in the current Legacy metagame, but people will be playing it at the Grand Prix, and I might be playing it. It felt really good there. I do like this version a lot. But yeah, I feel like I had a really good plan after sideboard against Storm. I did draw pretty well, usually after Brian made me discard a card. But, I mean, sometimes it's how it goes when you're playing like Ponders and Brainstorms and Treasure Cruises. But
Yeah, I mean, Storm didn't have a very good showing in this matchup. I think my draws were pretty mediocre. Also, I'm a little rusty with the deck. I'm sure I could have made some better lines.
Yeah, the game where you cast Ad Nauseam, there was probably a line you could have taken to actually, like, maybe not kill me that turn, but, like, leave yourself with a pretty good position to go off next turn. Maybe
I mean, I was dead on board.
Maybe you were.
Yeah, you had, like, 2 Death Rights. You had a Death Right and a Stoneforge and a Jet, so...
Oh, that's right.
I had to win that turn, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's all for me and Brian this week. Make sure to tune into coverage of Grand Prix New Jersey if you're not going. Hopefully we'll be on camera a bunch playing sweet decks or boring Treasure Cruise decks. I don't know.
We'll see.
I cannot imagine I'll get to play with this card that much longer. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't know. We'll see. They might not, but
I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
See ya.